Hello and welcome to Mobile Application Development Laboratory. In this video session, I'll be explaining on the design part of this third lab program, sign up and login. The statement of the program goes like this. Create a sign up activity with username and password. Validation of the password should happen based on the following rules. Password should contain uppercase and lowercase letter. Password should contain letters and numbers. Password should contain special characters. Minimum length of the password should be 8. On successful login, on successful sign up, proceed to the next login activity as is given here in the UI. Here the user should sign in using the username and password created during the sign up activity. If the username and the password are matched, then navigate to the next activity which displays a message saying successful login, or else display the toast message saying login failed. The user is given only 2 attempts, and after that display a toast message saying failed login attempt and disable the sign up button. Use bundle to transfer the information from one activity to another activity. So here the explanation is clear. We have to create 2 XML of the user design. One is called as a sign up activity and the other one is called as a login activity. You type your username and the password. The password should be of 8 characters, and in that 8 characters you need to have uppercase, lowercase, letter, number and as well as the special characters. On clicking the sign up button, it should go to another UI called as a login activity. You should type the same username and the password, and if the username and the password is matching with the sign up activity, on clicking on sign in, it should give you the successful login. If the password is not correct as you have entered in the sign up activity, there should be a message being displayed as login failed, and for this you can give 2 attempts. If you make wrong login here by giving either the username and the password as wrong, you are given only 2 attempts. On the third attempt, if it is not correct, you have to get the message as failed login attempt and you have to disable this sign in button. Okay, so this is the program requirement. Let us first go to the designing of the third lab program, and in the second video I'll be explaining the coding part. So we start with our Android. Click to sign in and we select the empty activity. Next, here we give the name of the program as sign up. Remember to have the language as Java, then click finish. Let all packages be loaded and then we start with the design. Yes, now we have the XML ready. Let's go to the design of this. Now instead of me deleting, I simply drag it to the top and increase the size of this and rename this hello world. I'll change the text of this as required in the UI design to sign up activity, and it should be in capital letters, sign up activity, and it has to be in the alignment. We select it to the center, make it all capital letters, change the text color. Let's go with blue color, and font size make it to 24, and then style set it to bold, and I say apply. So we have to increase the size of this, right? Okay, now we have the sign up activity with the constraint, and this is our first text view which should come, and it is ready. The next is we need to give another 2 text. One is for the username, the other one is for the password. So I drag it here, apply the constraints, constraints are to be given so that I have the proper positioning of all the components in my UI design. Now this should be placed here, and I change this to the text. We change it to username, and if you want you can make it all capital letters, or we can retain like this. Alignment position, we don't want this. Alignment, we'll make it as center, and style to bold, and we go with the size to 20. Yes, and it is ready here. This is fine. So we have the username. Instead of me redoing, and then I simply copy this component and I say Control V, drag and drop it down. So instead of username, we change it to password. Right. So we have the password. The next, I need to create a place to enter the username and password. So for that, come to palette, text, plain text, drag and position here. We delete the text. Of name. Instead of main name, we delete this, and increase this font size. Instead of 18, I'll make it as 20, and let that be black color itself. Now, as said, it is the place where we are going to enter the value, and it should accept the value, and I need to recognize it. For that, we have to give an ID to it. So to give the ID, we select the component, and then you can change in two ways. Either come to the ID, and here instead of this, we give it as txt underscore user. Txt underscore user, and this is easier to remember for us. So we change it to txt underscore user. It has refactor. Yes, it is done. Again, I need one more plain text. I position this, apply the constraints. All the 4 constraints we apply so that we can position that in the movement can be done in all the 4 direction. Again, for this, instead of name, we delete that name. And the next thing is we delete this, change the font size. Instead of 18, will make it as 20. And again, for this, we have to give the attribute. Attribute for this, as it is the password, so I give txt underscore password. Yes, so it is ready. Refactor it. Yes, refactor, it is available to us. This is the first XML file. Now we need to have one more UI design on the XML, which is going to be for a login activity. That we can do it in by using the app. Right click here, go to new, and activity, and select empty view activity. Either like this, it can be done, or we go to file menu, new, and again look for the activity, and here empty activity. So you can choose in any way you want, and I have to give the name to this activity. So we give the name as login activity. Okay, and we have to have this as a source language is Java, and I say finish. So it is there. Now you can see that there are 2 XML file. One is activity main.xml, which is your sign up activity. The other one is your login activity .java, and you have activity login XML, right, which is an empty activity. So it is ready here. So what we can do, again, do the same thing. put the plain text copy here and then name it as login and activity. Login activity username password has to be done. We forgot one more here. Okay, so I need to give one button here which I forgot. So I just come here to button, drag and drop. Positioning the button should be done. Constraints to be given here to the buttons, right? And then once it is being positioned, I have to change the text of this button to sign up. Look for the text here. This is your ID. Yeah, it's here, and I change it to sign up. Sign up, and I want it to be all capital. So I click on this and I put a check mark on this. So it is, the button is also ready. Again, this button also has to be given an ID. So we go to the ID, and ID will always be on the top of the attribute sign, and we give the ID to this as btn underscore sign up. Yes, it is ready. Refactor it. Yes. Now we have the sign up activity. Now for our Java XML code, we need to do the same designing. Instead of redoing everything, we can come to the code and copy the entire design of this. Here in the code we have constraint and other things. So soon after this we have to have the code to be copied. Or we copy the entire code and then paste it. Control C, come to the code, and I say Control V. Yes, so we have the design. When you come to split, you have the same thing here. So I select the sign up activity. Instead of sign up activity, we will change it to login activity. Login activity, and we have same username and password. Remember to change this username of the ID. Instead of txt underscore user, we change this ID to login underscore user, and this also we will change to user underscore password. Sorry, not user txt, it's login underscore password, and this button, it should be sign in, right? Sign in, and the ID we change it to btn underscore login. So here it is ready with all the codes. Sign in, and we have recognized all of them. Let's run the XML file and view it first. So we have login activity screen, which will be displayed now. Yeah, it is ready, and we have this. On clicking of this button, no action will be done because we have not set anything there. So we have the sign up activity. Only this is available to us. This is sign up activity. And similarly, we can go for the login, and you can run this. So it will open the login activity also. So the design is ready. Sign up. So on clicking of this, action should happen. So once we have that, it will be ready. Yeah, this is how we do the designing. Coding will be explained in the next video session. Thank you.